Welcome back to Seven Gulches. Today I'm going to show you some of my favorite camera angles that I use when I'm filming Pete on the sawmill. I also made this cool little device out of cardboard that I'm going to use for one of the shots. Okay, so the very first thing I do typically when I get to the sawmill is take a scan around the area to see what is around the sawmill. Are there piles of sawdust? Are there logs lying around? Or what's around there that I can use to make the shot a little bit more interesting? So for example, I'm going to put the camera behind the sawdust here and get the mill in the background. Or for example, I may shoot with these different logs over here, or maybe I'll shoot just behind things to keep the shot a little bit more interesting. So that's tip number one. The great thing about this is it's going to be unique for everybody. So everybody's shot is going to be completely different depending what's around their mill or what's around their mill even that day. Like today, for example, there's a log trailer here. That's not always there. There's going to be different pieces of lumber, different sawdust, little things like that. So it's a great opportunity to show off the things around the mill. And it's a good way to get creative. So you can try different things. You can really experiment with different angles depending what way the sun is shining, or you could even use the sun as a flare, which keeps the shot a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so just have fun with it. Okay, for this next shot, it's an easy one. I call it the underneath shot. This is the one where you put your camera underneath the mill goes over it, and you get a pretty cool angle. Now this is one of my favorite angles. I call this the top-down shot. I just mounted this to the sawmill shed. If you have anything kicking around, a tree, a tractor, you can raise it up. Mount the camera to that, or just set it on there, balance it, duct tape it, whatever you got. Get some creative angles. So let's get this shot. Okay, now this is just a static shot, but with this static shot, I'm going to show you the follow shot. Here we go. This next shot is called the bucket shot. It's probably obvious what it is, but let's get into it. look at all of that sawdust all over it.
I'll just see what this does.
Remember this thing? So what I'm gonna do with this thing is I'm gonna put my phone inside, and then I made this little apparatus. This is pretty cool. This is just a piece from an old music box. Let's see if I can bring it up to the lens here. So I just took out the mechanism from the music box, and I just taped this piece of plastic here. And all I'm gonna do is, I really wanna get a spinning shot. So this, if you wait a second here, it spins really slowly. And I just want to get a slow spinning shot. What I'm going to do is going to put my iPhone in here and then mount that to this. I guess I could probably just tape my iPhone to this, now that I think about it. Damn. Anyways. Okay, so this next piece might be a little controversial. It's kind of a hot take, but before I get into that, if you found this video helpful, give us a like, or if you found it interesting, give us a like. The controversial thing about a lot of videos these days, a lot of people think you have to have a lot of quick cuts put together. I would almost say the opposite is true. The longer the shot, the better. So for example, how long has this shot been so far? Now I'm gonna do a cool pull you out of the tube, walk over. How cool was that? Now that was a really cool shot where we kind of comboed a few of the shots I showed you earlier together, but I think it's just so much more interesting when you have one long shot. Anyways. Okay, before I put this GoPro in place for the next shot, let us know below if there's any shots that you find super interesting as a viewer, or if there's any shots that you like to use if you're making Sawmill video yourself. That being said, let's put this GoPro in place now. Let's see if I can peel it off. Here we go. Let's go, sir. And recording. There we go. Okay. Looking good. We call this the POV shot.